Okay, when I left you last, this rubber grommet right here, just cut it. Go back on here. Cable goes in. It's almost like it's a erector set. There's a bolt, a washer, the part that holds the cable in place, and then another plate on the other side. You got these lock nuts on the two bolts. Tighten those back down, that holds the cable in place. Half-inch wrench. Cable all the way up in there. And that one. Well, this isn't much to look at. In a second, I'll show you a few things. Say, do you have to take out this thing? Yeah. It's no big deal, you saw. 4 bolts in the plate, like that. Why do they have lock nuts on there? Because you want it to lock. Alright. The pin up here goes through the cable, through this lever. Piece on here. The washer back in, the cotter pin back in. Now we have a new upper cable. The upper cable brings the movement of this where it can pull down here. Okay, nice and clean, new cable. Even got a little plastic sleeve in there. So now we have a new cable. And we're going to bolt this back in up top, run the cable back down, and hook it back up to the cross cable. He said, I don't even have an emergency brake on mine. Remember the plumber's pipes? But you should. You should have a second cable. This little switch right here. When this pin comes down, that's what hits. It's supposed to hold this down like that. So you'll have to adjust it. When you lift the cable up, that closes and turns the light on the dash that says emergency brake. So this is going to have to be adjusted up. You loosen this nut right here and adjust that. Let's see if we can do it with this. There. Push this thing up. Where it adjusts. There. It's off of the switch. As soon as you set the cable, it lets it up and it contacts. Not that mine ever worked. Mine doesn't, but you may want yours to work, the switch. This switch is right down there at your foot. Now, it's inside on the side of the wall, but this switch really takes a beating. And if you find that switch is messed up, well, there's not much you can do about that. To my knowledge, they're not available. But, you need to think about all sorts of things if you're going to restore one. Emergency brake is a very, very important thing in this upper cable that Jeff supplies. Even if it works, I would put one in because it's worked for 50 years. Who's to say it's going to work another year? my guess is you want to build this thing to continue to work. So this upper cable, I feel, is very important. It's not that expensive. Give them a call, see what they want to do. On the other end of it is this piece. This will go through here. Other cable, cross cable, will go through this. This goes in here like this. And then you've got two nuts. It's double nut. They didn't. Thank goodness they didn't put a lock nut on here, because that's a really long adjuster. And when we took it out, this thing was way down here. The way that they lock it in, they take the second. I gotta find it. Oh, here it is. You adjust it down with this one, then put this nut down on it. Hold the bottom one and tighten this one. Again, it's a half inch. We'll hold that one. And tighten the other nut on it. So it won't move. That's how you adjust it in a double nut. Okay. What we're going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and put this cable in, put the 4 bolts in and hold it. And then run this down, and I'll show you how to connect this to the cross cable. All right? Be right back.